It's a new week in GTA Online, and in today's video, I'll be showing you the best ways to make money, how to get 2 cars for completely free, all of the removed vehicles that have returned for a limited time, and all of the limited time discounts that you should take advantage of. Let's get started. For the best ways to make money this week, first we have counterfeit cash sale missions, which are on 2 times money. Now I stand by my opinion that all of the MC businesses suck because of the multiple vehicle sale missions. However, counterfeit cash being on 2 times money probably makes it worth it this week. A full bar of product will get you just under $1 million so long as you own the hands-on car wash, and there is a chance of getting a single sale vehicle, which I was lucky to get here. If you're not as lucky as me and get multiple sale vehicles, then a full sale will probably take you around 20 to 25 minutes by yourself. As well as this, all counterfeit cash factories and upgrades are 40% off this week, so regardless of whether you're going to be using it or not, you should still definitely buy one and set it up so it can contribute towards your nightclub warehouse. If you own a mansion and a mansion security, be sure to also buy the security upgrade for the cash factory so it can no longer get raided. Remember that you can also use the mansion production speed boost onto cash factory if you're going to be using it this week. Next, we have street dealers, which are giving 2 times money for sales this week. Now typically I'd say that selling to street dealers is not worth it, however this week it definitely is. There are 3 dealers scattered around the map that you can sell to every 24 hours, and you can sell them product from your acid lab as well as your coke, meth and weed businesses. Each dealer will also pay double for a random product which is marked by a star. Without going into specific numbers and details, in my opinion, it is worth selling your product to street dealers this week. You'll still make less money selling to dealers compared to doing sell missions from the businesses, but especially for the boring MC sell missions, you'll save yourself a lot of time selling to the dealers, which will then save you a lot of money. Now you won't be able to see the location of the street dealers on your map in game unless you're nearby, but to easily find out their locations each day, you can simply go to the GTAWeb.eu website, toggle the filter for the street dealers, and boom. And finally, we have Lunar New Year stunt races that run 3 times money again this week, or 6 times money for GTA Plus members. Last week I completed one of the races with one other person, and without GTA Plus, and I got just under $30,000. If you have GTA Plus and join a race with lots of people, then I'm sure the money would definitely add up. At the very least, you should try to win at least 2 stunt races this week for a bonus $100,000 from the weekly challenge. Just like every week, the regular and HSW Time Trials are a great way to make a quick 350k. The regular time trial is Maze Bank Arena, and all you have to do is place a waypoint and follow it all the way to the finish line. Now you're definitely tight on time this week, so I definitely recommend the Hakuchou drag here so you can go super fast and dodge all of the traffic. The HSW Time Trial is run alternatives to Elysian Island, and what you want to do is place your waypoint, drive onto the highway on the left here, and then follow your waypoint all the way to the finish line. I recommend the Hakuchou drag here as well because you're quite short on time and it's good for dodging traffic. As always, your regular big money makers remain the same. For your passive money methods, make sure you're sending out your warehouse technicians and bail agents as often as possible, maintain your income from your safes, and keep on top of your passive businesses like the acid lab and bunker. For your active money methods, keep farming your Kaya Precos and your hanger crates. For the vehicles that you can get for free this week, at the LS car meet, the prize ride vehicle this week is the Grotti Stinger GT. This car usually goes for just under $900,000 on Legendary Motorsport, but this week you can get it for free by placing top 4 in an LS car meet series race, and I'll show you how to do that now. So first I recommend joining a public session if you haven't already, and then what you want to do is run over to the race organizer over here and select one of the 4 following race series. You'll either be put into a race as a host or join someone else's race. Considering you only have to finish top 4 this week, I'd recommend joining a drag race. This is because drag races can only have a maximum of 4 players, so no matter where you place, you'll always make progress towards the prize ride challenge. Alright, I'm in a race with 3 other people, let's see how I do. And there we go, it's a miracle, I won a drag race. Let's go. But it doesn't matter what place you finish because you'll still make progress towards the prize ride challenge. Here we are, back at the LS car meet, and as you can see I've completed the prize ride challenge. So let's claim our vehicle and we'll take it for a spin. Ow. Here it is, the Stinger GT. Now the Stinger GT is quite an outdated sports classic car with average overall performance, but it's a nice looking car and it can be upgraded with an Armani Tech missile lock-on jammer. The prize ride challenge is a very easy one this week, so you may as well do it and get the car for free. Currently, the Grotti Stinger GT is the 30th fastest sports car in the game. At the Diamond Casino, the lucky wheel vehicle this week is the Karen Sultan RS Classic. This car usually costs just over 1.8 million on Southern San Andreas Super Autos, or just over 1.3 million if you have the trade price, but with a bit of luck, you can win it for free this week. Let's spin the wheel, see if I get lucky. Not quite, 20k, unlucky. Now the Sultan RS Classic is just an average sports car with average overall performance, but it is also one of the best tuners cars in the game. Sadly, it can't be upgraded with either HSW or an Armani Tech missile lock-on jammer, which kind of holds it back a bit. Currently, the Sultan RS Classic is the 76th fastest sports car in the game and the 10th fastest tuners car in the game. It's not an absolute must-have vehicle this week, but you may as well try and win it for free anyway. Just make sure you go to the casino every 24 hours and spin the wheel. Once again, there's no claimable vehicles at the Salvage yard this week, so if you don't want to do any of the robberies you don't need to. If you're finding the video useful and want to keep up with the weekly updates every week, consider leaving a like and subscribe if you're new. It massively helps to support the channel, and I'll know to keep making these videos. For the removed vehicles that have returned this week, at Simeon's we have the Albany Alpha for $150,000, the Western Zombie Bobber for $121,800, the Anus Super Diamond for $250,000, and the Dubachi JB700 for $350,000. None of these vehicles are high performers or must buys, so unless you like the look of them or you're collecting removed vehicles, you can give these ones a miss this week. For the test rides, you have the Anus Cognoscenti Cabrio for $185,000, the Dubachi Rapid GT Classic for $885,000, and the Benefactor Streiter for $500,000. Again, none of these are high performers or must buys, so unless you like the look of them or you're collecting removed vehicles, you can give these a miss this week. For your discounts this week, for 40% off, you can get any Counterfeit Cash Factory, including upgrades and modifications. For 30% off, you can get the Western Company Cargo Bob, the Western Company Cargo Bob Jetsam, the Canis Terminus, the HVY Insurgent Pickup, the Vapid Caracara, the Vapid Retinu Mark II, the Vapid Slam Truck, the Declasse Walton L35 Stock, the Ocelot Jugular, the Declasse Drift Tampa, the Volcar Nebula Turbo, and the Dinka Jester Classic. Again, if you don't already own a Counterfeit Cash Factory, definitely be sure to buy one so at the very least it can contribute towards your nightclub warehouse. The Insurgent Pickup is definitely one to pick up this week. You see what I did there? It's a very old weaponized vehicle that came out with the original heists, but even today it's still very good. Initially you buy it as a Pegasus vehicle, but you can make it a personal vehicle by upgrading it in your MOC or Avenger. The Canis Terminus is also another one to buy this week, as it's both a great Amani Tech vehicle and a great off-road vehicle. For the Amani Tech, you can upgrade it with armor plating, a remote control unit or missile lock-on jammer, as well as slick mines. The Retinu Mark II might be worth picking up this week as it's a decent performing sports classic car. It's not an absolute must-buy, but if you like the look of it, you may as well buy one. The Drift Tampa, Nebula Turbo, and Jester Classic are all fairly priced cars that can be upgraded with drift tuning, so if you're in the market for some drift cars, these might be worth picking up this week. The Jugular and Walton L35 Stock are pretty basic cars with average overall performance, so unless you like the look of them, you can give these ones a miss this week. The Slam Truck is a funny looking vehicle, but you definitely don't need it unless you want it for the memes. You definitely don't need to buy the Caracara because the Insurgent is 1,000 times better, and now that the Iron Mule exists, you definitely don't need to buy the Cargo Bob or Cargo Bob Jetsam. At the gun van, you can get the military rifle, the combat shotgun, the battle rifle, the homing launcher, the MG, and the baseball bat. Now I can't see the prices because I already own all of these weapons, but all players should be able to get the baseball bat for completely free, and the military rifle for 40% off, and GTA Plus members can get 30% off the combat shotgun. Additionally, you can get sticky bombs, molotovs, and proximity mines. And just like always, you can buy all of the body armor as well. Let me know in the comments what you're getting up to this week in GTA Online, whether that's grinding some of the content bonuses or buying some discounted vehicles. And while you're at it, why don't you check out the rest of my channel? If you want a quick rundown of everything that's happening this week, click on the video on your screen now. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.